The first thing I would tell you is if you're dealing with anything frozen, you don't want to thaw it out completely.
Okay.
Okay, you'll lose too much of the moisture that way. It runs right out of the meats. So you want to only thaw it about 3/4 of the way through, with the exception of your burgers. Burgers is tough because you lose a lot of moisture in the grinding process. So once they're frozen, you'd leave them frozen, throw them on the grill frozen.
If they're frozen, right?
Yes.
If they're, because I usually put meat on room temperature if it's fresh. I pat the excess liquids off. But if the product's frozen, it's actually smarter to put it on frozen?
The burgers, yes.
Especially,
because you already lost a lot of moisture when you ground it.
Maintain.
I did not know such a thing.
It'll lose a lot.
I know,
You'll
right?
have very bland burgers.
Who knew? Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Isn't he fabulous?
You learn something new every day.
Okay, ready?
All right, now what about chicken? Everybody grilled chicken.
Chicken parts, whole chickens. Best way to keep the flavor in is to create a quick brine.
Always be brining. That's a motto in our house. We love the brine.
Yep, 2 quarts of water, 1/2 cup of salt.
Okay.
Right? We'll do 3 to 4 pounds of chicken. You just put it in the brine, put it in the refrigerator for about 2 hours.
Okay.
Take it out, bring it to room temperature, pat it dry so it doesn't stick. Spray your grill with a little oil. The skin won't stick, and cook it skin side down to start.
Okay.
And you'll get a really succulent, juicy chicken. With beef, when you're working with fresh beef, like a fresh steak, you want to bring it to room temperature so it'll cook quicker, and the juices in it will not evaporate too quickly and have a chance to absorb into the meat. With thicker pieces like London broils, you actually want to use a dry rub, not a liquid marinade, because the liquid marinates don't penetrate enough. That's when you get that ring around the piece of meat.
Oh,
After it's
weird
cooked,
yeah.
it doesn't go all the way through. And when you do that, we say rub. Here, take a little rub. You try this. When we're saying rub, but it's really you're massaging.
It's massaging.
And you want to do that at more close to room temperature, because the colder the meat is, the tighter the fibers will stay, and it will not go in as much. And you really just want to massage it in.
This makes me think like I need a massage badly myself. Like all this lucky steak getting massaged.
And especially with your spare ribs, you want to use a dry rub, especially if you're going to smoke, because the smoke will not penetrate the meat as well with a liquid marinade as it will a dry rub.
Do you believe in, when you take the steak off the grill or something, do you cover it in tin foil for a little bit and let it settle?
No. You cover it. That heat can make the meat tough because it'll kind of steam up underneath.
I do let it rest a minute, but I never
do want to
cover
let it. You do want to let it sit because it acts like a sponge. And you want the meat, as it starts to cool, will suck that juice back in. So this way, instead of on your dish and you get all excited, look how juicy, that juice is in your mouth when you bite in.
Nice. Very good.
But if you tent it, it's carryover cooking. Yes. Thank you. Love you, Ray.